Hi, my name is Nina Greenwood, and today I'm here to talk to you about my AP Biology research project. The main question is asking how CO2 affects growth on pea plants. The main objective of this research is to find a way to eliminate CO2 emissions in the environment on a much larger scale. Recent research attempts to diminish CO2 emissions are composed of three main ideas: planting more trees, reducing the burning of fossil fuels, and storing technology to capture and store carbon. These points are most effective way to reduce climate change. In my experiment, I will use pea plants because they are easy to grow in a limited amount of space. Therefore, I can make many replications of this plant. In addition, if one group dies, there is enough time to grow another group because the growing period is only 4 to 6 weeks. The care required for this plant is simply mulching, fertilizing, removing weeds, and watering. In this experiment, the control will be if the plant receives the CO2 emission. I plan to expose one group of plants to CO2 emission and the other to no emission. My dependent variable will be biomass. The plant biomass given off will determine which plant grows better with the introduction of the engine emission compared to the other plant. This will indicate that the plant will give off more oxygen and therefore improve the environment. My hypothesis is the plant that is exposed to higher CO2 will grow faster while consuming excess CO2 enriching the air. To carry out this experiment, I will grow 20 pea plants. 10 will be exposed to CO2 emitted by a small engine, while the other 10 will not. The exposure length of CO2 will be determined later. I will then evaluate the biomass of the control and experimental groups to determine the CO2 impact on growth. I will consider evaluating the water vapor because this will signify the output of oxygen, which means that CO2 is being removed by increased growth in the plant, as well as increased output of oxygen.